Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another video. I am back on my alt account to show the progress I've made in 1 week. Now, I didn't make a whole lot of progress because my challenge is not to speed run through all the PvE content and then try to get into PvP. I'm going to take it slow. Well, when I say slow, I'm going to be farming probably 2-3 hours on the game, most likely. I'm not going to be spending money. I'm not going to force myself to do TOA hard stages one by one. The whole point of this is how much I could get done in a year. And I want this to be a representation of what an experienced player can do with a good LD actually throughout the game, and how much they could get done within the year. Now, obviously it's gonna be different because I'm experienced. I know what to do. But thankfully, this is a video. So people that are new to the game can actually reflect this onto their own account when they start the game. So I'm hoping that everybody could get some quick progress. With it, I want to show that you could get to a decent point in a short amount of time, which is relatively still long. A year, it's not that short, but there's a lot of people here that played for years and years and still stuck in F3. Anyhow, so I'm going to show you guys my profile. I didn't know this, but this account actually has been created 200 days ago. I didn't get a new player benefit. I just got the returning player benefit. So that was kind of sad. It's all good. So you could see from here that I am making some progress. I'm in a guild. It's a inactive guild mostly. I think the siege went with one person attacking twice. So that kind of says it. I did finish TOA normal. I'm working on TOA hard. Again, I'm not going to go through manually the stages. I'm gonna wait until I could auto most of it. Maybe I'll start manualing the last few since it does get really hard there, but I don't want to be manualing 20 stages because I have a life. Sadly, a lot of people go through it. I went through it on my main account when I didn't know how to play the game, but thankfully there are a lot of guys out there that now show you how to make auto teams, and I'm going through that process. I'll actually show you what team I'm going through. I am doing a bit hard for giants. My fastest time is 1 minute and 11 seconds. I do still fail here and there, but the time, you can't argue with that. I'm also in the process of building a Naomi, which I think is a waste to be fair, but I already put some dimensional energy there, and who knows, maybe it could get safer. I am going to use her in a vampire set. We do have decent crit damage right now on her. If it becomes safer the same time, then I'll just replace the crow with her so that if, let's say, the team wipes, she will still be able to solo the giants. I did get Dragons B10 done. I'm not running it. It's fairly slow, 230. And using Lucifer right now doesn't shorten the time. So I'm not going to work on it anyways. Never interested in working on dragons anytime soon. I'm just doing it to go through the challenge and so that I could open the other dungeons. I do want to get Spiritual Realm opened up because I do want to make a solo R5 team sometime soon because I do want to grind some of the runes and it will expedite my progress into the game. I just did the first floor for all these artifact dungeons because I just wanted the white artifacts just to get the main stats. Nothing else for now. I am not going to try for those anytime soon. Maybe it's good to show you guys the runes for it. Let me just stop this actually then. Yeah, so if you look at this run, it's going pretty well. Sadly, we can't block these frees. It's not like we could one-shot this middle boss anytime soon. But thankfully with the Shannon, we are able to tank everything out. I did 6-star her. You don't have to. I just did it because I wanted to run this dungeon a lot earlier. And sadly, being a 5-star and sadly without the decent runes, she was just getting wiped during boss stages sometimes, and it was definitely causing the run to fail. Actually, not even during the boss stage, it was during these middle stages from those 2 towers because they're elemental neutral and they do decent damage onto that unit. So sadly, I did have to 6-star her. If you do have decent runes, then you don't need to, but I didn't have decent runes. So in this run right here, I did put Vero on Violent because I did want skill 2 up a little more to get those pushbacks. Sadly, without any skill ups on this unit, the skill 2 comes up very slowly because you need to take more turns. Ah, there you go, Crow goes. See, this is rough when we don't have defense buff here. Ugh. We might actually fail here. Yep, we did fail. So it does happen. sadly. If we don't get pep talk up early, then we fail. But this is the Veramos on Violent Blade. This is Shannon on Despair Focus. The Lucifer on Fatal Blade. The Crow on Fatal Blade. And also the Lauren on Swift Focus. I think only these two are fully skilled up. Everything else does not have skill ups. Oh, even this is not fully skilled up, but that's fine. And then for the Dragons team, I was using this. We have a 5-star Verd on Despair Blade. I just found the build that gave us 100 crit rate with the most damage and tankiness. Same Lauren. We have a Fran here that's giving us the immunity and attack buff. Then we have a Spectral on Swift Blade. And finally, a Vero again on the same build. So those are the main teams that I'm currently using, but I'm only really running this. And again, that failure happens once or twice per 30 runs, which I'll take, which is okay for now. I think the benefit of getting those better runes is higher than wasting, 18 energy. And for TOA, I'm using this team. I did build a John on Violent Energy. Fran on Violent Will, the same Fran. Sadly, this team is pretty difficult. I might have to manual this, but we'll see. Verd definitely has to be a 6-star in this level, since these do a lot of damage. Same Lauren. And same Spectra. Really, if you're faster, then I think you have no issue. But Ragdoll is annoying as a unit here. I might have to go with a Dot team in this level for me to win. I might have to build a Beretta with probably using Tyrone. Tyrone will give me more control as well. So that is an option. I do have Beretta. I do have that. We even have Melia that I could build. So I have a lot of options that I could work on there. For some of the things I summoned, I didn't summon any other LD unit that's notable, but I did summon some of these right here. Putting Princess. Zeros is pretty big, I think. And also Slayer. Definitely something that I'm not going to be building anytime soon. We have some 4-stars here that I might build. I did build Wall, Freya. You can see that I'm trying to get ready for a solo R5 team, whether it being R4. So that's cool. Even the second Lauren. I'm probably going to be building a Giant Warrior type of defense for Siege, at least one defense. And I also have to think of a arena defense, but I think it will be a little later since we are really early game. For a few things that I did 2A, the Spectra 2A, Rogue 2A, and also Crow 2A, I am thinking about Naomi. Like I said, I already used a good amount, so I'm just going to go with it since I started with it. And then I'll probably make a... I'm really thinking about making a Vigor so I can use in Siege. This is also an option. I might just build that right now, but it's not going to be used offensively. It's used for PvE. Let's see, for water. Nothing notable here. Oh, Vigor actually. Vigor, and maybe the Lulu could be good as well. I might make it Riley for the fusion. Griffin is not needed yet, so that's all for offense stuff. For light, Escher, again, PvE side of things. Questionable. Shaman definitely might be an option for Necro. For dark, I might want to use Jolton, but we'll see. We know that things like the Gina and also Zinc is also an option for the Artifact Dungeon, but I don't think I'm going to be doing Artifact anytime soon high up there, so it's going to be there later. But that's the progress for now. I really can't do anything PvP wise other than the fact attacking some defenses here. The only offense I'm running is this. I don't have a Lucian yet. So I'm just using Raouk to speed clear some of these stuff. I made sure Leo has a decent crit rate set so it does damage. It's on a crit rate set though. Fatal Blade or something like that. And then I'm just trying to clear some of the weaker defenses doing this. But I will definitely want to have a Lucian soon. Although I can't get far, we'll see. To be fair, I think if you're lucky, Conqueror might be possible, depending on when you rush. So we'll try that. We'll see how long it takes to get Conqueror. And it's not a bad thing to go for a Conqueror rank early on, because it does give you some LD scrolls or LD pieces. And I think that will definitely help our progress. Obviously, this only works up to a certain point. After Fighter, we don't see anything that we could hit. We will only be able to hit these free stuff and also very low level players. until we get a decent damage dealer, which in our case will be Lucian. For all of my runes, it looks like this. So my Lapis is using a crit rate rune set on Vampire Blade. Spectra was that Swift Blade. Rauk is Violent Energy. Shannon is Despair Focus. Lucifer, Fatal Blade. Jean, Violent Energy. Lauren, Swift Focus. Fran, Violent Will. Crow, Fatal Blade. Violent Blade on Vero. And then Leo here has this crit rate rune, because I do want to get a crit. It does a little more damage, so that we could get the boost from Lucifer. There are some other stuff that are not runed down here, but I think these two are. So this is Verd, and this is Naomi. Naomi's using the Vampire crit damage rune. That's why Lapis is not on crit damage. We still have a lot of things to build, especially if I want to get a solo R3 team for a start, but we'll see. I'm a firm believer of doing grinds and gems, grinds at the very least early to expedite progress. We'll see if that works out. Yeah, but that's really it. Guys, take benefit of this legend rune event. I am only getting violent runes, to be fair, because I'm not farming dragons, but the chance of you getting a good rune is pretty bad with these crafts. But who knows? You might get one. And also, if I were you on deciding on what to build as first runes, I'm going for speed for the Violent and Will set, and then HP, I believe. HP on Violent and Will. Oh, yeah, HP. Slot 4, slot 6, something like that. It's slot 6, I think. Slot 6 on both of these for HP, and then speed for both of them as well. But that was it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I am progressing. It's definitely fun. I mean, it's fun to see that everything is working. It's also fun to see that I'm getting stuck at a certain point. So, you know, figuring out how to get past those points is interesting as well. But TOA is hard, guys, and manualing that is a pain in the ass. So I'm going to try my best to make an auto team for that as soon as possible. Maybe after this stage, because this stage is horrendous. It's horrendous. Maybe early on, it is good to go for a dot team. It does go through these stages pretty well. Hope you guys are also following me through this journey. I know some people ask me to create a guild. I don't know if I'll do that soon. I don't really want to take a leader position anytime soon. But as an early game guild, I guess a leader doesn't really even matter. I'll think about it. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm still busy just leveling up and doing this thing. So maybe once I reach level 100, I'll make that decision. But that was it. And I'll see you guys next time, guys. Bye.